Let's do this for now so we can be in the picture. Hi, I'm B. I make stuff. This is a make review vlog. And I am vlogging because I want to join the Spring Cleaning KAL, hosted by M to the third Mckenzie, just over on her channel. That'll be linked down below, and also on her Instagram. She posted about this last week or a couple days ago and was just like, hey, I have a lot of WIPS. I should clean them out. And I was looking at my WIPS and I was like, yeah, I should clean them out. And then also I kind of want to vlog a little bit, do a little saucy vlog. And yeah, I have 9 items, 9 WIPS to finish. And because I'm a sadist of sorts, a freak, deviant, if you will, because I have bad ideas. Because I have bad ideas, I calculated how long I think everything will take me to finish, and it is certainly more than the month of April. So I'm thinking we're gonna do 2 months, and at the end of May, I will have all of these things completed that I was hoping that I'd complete. I believe in myself. I hope you believe in me too.
This is postscript editing B, and I don't think I gave a reason why I want to spring clean, and that is just the fact that it's the time of year, it's the season. I've got these beautiful cherry blossoms outside of my window, my plants are growing. I'm like, fresh start, baby. Like, let's get to it. Let's clear out all of this stuff that is clouding my creative mind and get something going. Let's, fresh start. And then also, I don't think I had an invitation to join the KAL. Please God, if you're like, yeah, I could clean out the WIP pile. Join us, please. Mackenzie's hosting it. I say us as in like I've already joined her. This is her thing. I am just hopping along for the ride and doing my own thing because it's a very low stakes KAL. So yeah, I am finishing what I've got going on, and you should too. Join us. Okay, cool. Back to old me.
And I'm gonna vlog a little bit because I want to vlog. I want to give it a try. So I'm gonna vlog and knit and maybe finish my 9 outstanding WIPs plus a quilt plus some spinning. So I have a lot of things to finish in my spring cleaning. It'll probably be a playlist. I don't know. I'm dreaming big here, guys. Okay. So the first thing I want to finish off, I'm not going to talk about too much because obviously I posted a podcast recently and I go into in-depth about all these things. So I'm not going to like bore you with the details again and again. But I've got this test knit that I'm doing for James & Watts. It looks so good. Oh my God. But don't look at it too much. I'll talk about it more on a different podcast when I finish my spring cleaning. But this guy, I estimate it takes me 4 days to do the hem and 2 sleeves, I assume, at the rate at which I knit. So that's 4 days. And then when I finish this garment, I'm going to move on to my traveler's cardigan, which incidentally Mackenzie's also trying to finish hers as well. So maybe we'll both finish ours. Mine's bright yellow. Hers is a very cool stripey situation, and I simply will have to make myself a stripey sweater very soon. But this guy, I've got the kind of everything to the sleeves joined, and then from here I need to do the collar, the sleeves, and the rest of the cardigan. I was thinking around the floor in front of me, so I'm going to show you the buttons. We're going to be these guys, but we'll see how far I get with that. So I've got 14 days allotted for this one. So that brings us, if you're doing the math at home, kids, to 18 days, which obviously we're only 2 WIPs in. The next one is this garter vest that I'm doing the hand spin of, and I seem to have lost. Nope, it's right here. I've also got 14 days for this one. So 28 plus 14 should bring us to 32, I think. Pretty sure. Skirter vest. This is the Paloma vest, I'm pretty sure. I might have that wrong. I might have that right. But I'm doing it my own hand spun. The hand spun's hiding up here, if you can see it. I may have moved things. Oh, he's laying down. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that just so nice? Oh boy. Boy, sorry to wake you up. You're just too nice. You're just too nice. So 14 days for that as well. And then some other WIPs that I have talked about on the podcast recently are the January Colorwork Cuff Club socks that I'm doing. I have 4 days allotted for those, and I'm 2 days into that project already. I've only got the toe left to do. So I feel confident about that. That'll be my first thing I finish probably on my list of things. So adding 4 more days, that takes us to 32 up to 36. Remember at home, kids? Keep counting at home. Anything else that I have recently talked about? I just want to go back through here. So those are all the things that I've talked about recently. And then now we're going to go into some of my languishing projects. The first one is one that I'm going to bring out, but I don't think I'm going to finish in this project, or this little, not project, Jesus Christ, this section, this particular segment, what's the series, here we go. In my spring cleaning series, I don't plan on finishing this, but I was going to show it because it is a WIP that I am working on, and that's going to be my heirloom quilt cardigan. I got to here. I hated how I seamed it. I seamed it so bad, guys. Oh, so sad. I seamed it poorly. So I'm going to have to unseam it and then reseam it. Womp womp. But I will get her done at some point. I will probably wait till the summer to finish this one, though, because of the squares are so portable. So it's good for summer knitting. Easy to bring to the beach. Easy to bring anywhere. But the colors here are so good, eh? Hello from my colors. Hello. I've also got 14 days on the docket for this one, which does bring us to a grand total of 40 days so far. I'm going to include it in the count just for maybe I'll choose to keep going on it. I'm not sure where I'm at. There's things at the bottom of this bag. Also, this bag is made by my friend Megan. She made this bag, she made them as gifts for all of us. We did like a little retreat together. And I just think Megan's the bee's knees and so generous to have made everyone a little bag. Isn't that just the nicest thing in the world? Oh, I found some earrings that I've been missing for a while. That's exciting. Super cute earrings. I'll wear those to work today. What else is in here? USB stick. And broken needles. Love it. These are 4.5, probably the ones that I use for the project. I'm going to leave those in there. A couple of hair elastics. And an eyeliner brush. I love going through. That is silly, babes. That's been closed for about 6 months because I was doing it over summer last year. So that's one that I have to get done. The next one is this handspun shawl that I started 2 years ago. It's with Perendale yarn. Perendale handspun. I've got a little bit left to spin. And I've got a little skein and a little cake. And it's the Knitting Badge Neckerchief by Nicholas Knits, pretty sure. And I started it so long ago. I love these colors. It's super warm. Perendale is a meat sheep usually, so the fleece doesn't usually get used for, it's quite scratchy, so the fleece isn't really for next to skin all the time. But I started it, so we're going to finish it. God damn it. I have allotted how much time for this? 4 days for this one. That's brave. I don't know about that one, B. So that's 44 days total. It's going to be my next on-the-go project after I finish my socks. 44 days, not a lot of time, B. I don't know about that one. That was a bad choice. The next one here is, I got this yarn. It's a spin cycle as a gift from my buddy Tashi. And the pink is super cute. But I got here and I'm kind of, it's just a totally tank, which I want as a garment, but I don't know if I like it in the spin cycle. So I was watching the live stream that Mckenzie put out, or was just like doing a couple days ago. And I asked the chat, I was like, how do you know if you want to frog something? What's the excuse here? And Mckenzie said something very helpful, which is you could just like leave it if you want to leave it. So I'm gonna leave this, but by the end of this project, I'm going to decide whether or not to frog it or continue. And I didn't allot time for that because I'm not trying to put pressure on it. So usually I'm so like black or white in my knitting thinking. I'm like, I want this, I don't want that, frog it, don't frog it, blah, 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 ga, 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 ga. Currently though, I'm like, oh, I really like the shape of this product. I really love the garment. I love the pattern. I love the way this looks. But I'm like, do I want this yarn for something more special that I'm going to wear more often than a tank top? And so I continue to think on that. This is in timeout for the time being. Timeout for the time being. I think there's only 2 more to show you. Okay, the next is the Aurora Cabin shawl. My buddies and I did this together as a little knit along in our Discord. Everyone else finished. I didn't. Here's what's stopping me. I think the colors are so ugly. I don't know. I don't know what delusions I was entertaining when I picked this color palette. Hey, would I wear it? Yeah, I would. Am I gonna knit 5,000 stitches with these colors? Sorry, 500 stitches at the bind off? Probably not. So my thought process is as follows. I think the real problem is this pink. I'm gonna bring it close here so you can see what I'm talking about. Everything is so punchy, bright, fun, fun, fun. And it will, there we go. Except the pink is so muted and depressing. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do, oh no, rolling around in stuff that I'm not supposed to be rolling around in. I'm going to finish it, but I'm not going to do the whole shawl. I am only going to do like the next section and then bind off. I'm not going to suffer. I'm going to do a mini Aurora Cabin shawl. This is a Stephen West pattern. I was so excited to try a Stephen West pattern, and I'm in it. It is fun, but just the friggin' size of them is just impractical to my daily life. I'm not going to wear a giant shawl, you know? Not one of those people. So I would wear a mini one though. So maybe I'm gonna with that. Super cute. Happy with it. I'm happy with it. And I allotted 14 days for that. So I think we're at 44, which brings us to 58 days. 58 days. And the last WIP I have to show you, knitting, is this Henley by Ozetta. It's like the something Henley. I made it. It's way too cropped. So my plan is to rip out the ribbing, make it longer, give it a short sleeve, add these little buttons, and I got a top. I haven't worked on this for 2 summers, so I don't know if it's really my colors, but I think it's almost finished, and I would totally wear it if it was finished. So I'm gonna get her done, zip zap zop, flop like a mop. If you know, you know. And that one's 4 days. So the grand total is 62 days of knitting that I have to get done. And that's assuming I knit every day about 2 hours to 3 hours a day or more, which I typically do. But I've added times and like, you know, day stamps just to kind of, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for here. To kind of accountability. Accountability is the word. Yeah. And then the 2 projects that are not in here, but I am hoping to finish in those 62 days are a lamp. I was weaving a lampshade for our house. It's super cute. I want a woven lampshade real bad, and it's really good to use up my scraps of hand spun. And then the other thing is a quilt. You would have seen my quilt pieces on this page maybe a year ago. But the quilt top's done, and it's been done for about a year. So it's time to bind that biatch. Get her all quilted. And get her on the bed. It's time. In order to do that though, I think I have to make a mini quilt. That's the thought process, because I haven't fully quilted something in my machine before, so I'd like to give it a try first and then do it afterwards. So yes, that's the plan, Stan. That's what we're doing. And I think I'm going to take you along on some of my gardening bits as well. Kind of show you how my garden's growing, because that's what spring is. That's so exciting, right? That's what spring is. And, you know, Elton will make a few appearances. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Okay, wish me luck. Thank you for joining me on my journey. And we'll see you back here for more vlogs. Or I guess we'll start vlogging. This isn't really a vlog. This is still a talking head video, but we'll see you for some vlogging very soon, okay? Love you lots. Thanks for watching. Bye.